Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Lynn Carey, and I just kind of wanted to give you an update on my experience here in Miami-Dade County getting involved locally with our local government and the difference that we made. It's such a victory. So 2.5 years ago when they locked the world down, I was in a city that was okay with it. I was networking with the Chamber of Commerce. Everybody I met for the first 3 years living here, we're all fine. And I was speaking up. I was speaking up on social media that this was wrong because I understood health freedom, and I also evolved to a level where I know there is no, I don't even want to get censored on here because YouTube took a couple of my videos down. So I don't care what label they give you. We're energy, everything can heal, and everybody is so brainwashed to believe in the medical labels. So I was not going to be locked down because I don't live in that world, and everybody was okay with it. I knew they were lying. And I really, really thought that this is over. And I couldn't believe so many people didn't see it. So I educated myself for that year during the lockdown. I lost all my network, thinking, did I choose this city? I can't believe it. It felt right in every fiber of my being for the first 3 years here because I had just moved from Delaware. And then this happened. So I started studying, and I found, like Sheriff Mack, KrisAnne Hall, I started studying the Constitution. And when you study the Constitution, everything becomes clear that we have too big of a federal government right now. We're so far removed from our Constitution. That's why are having all these problems. And every problem that we have in this country, in the United States, is because we have too much government. Even all the dividing factors, now the icing on the cake is all the dividing factors of race, gender, religion, all that stuff. They don't really care about the groups, the people who are pushing for equality on all those groups. They're using them as weapons to divide the people, you know? So if people could understand that, maybe they could let go of that scenario. Because if we were truly free, we'd have all these issues would dissolve. So I just was watching videos, and I saw Defend Florida. I got in Defend Florida. They were on a state level trying to clean up our elections. I learned to canvass with them. I learned to make calls with them. Canvass, which is door knocking to clean up the voter rolls. And then I kind of got stuck. There was no one to do it within my city. We were going city to city, and then I found CCDF, and even CCDF in my city. It's kind of a one-man show. One man's running it. There's not much room for other people to join. National is amazing. But I learned, I was going to the school board meetings because I learned that when you study the Constitution. I was going to the school board meetings. I became part of an election integrity group that is doing what they can to clean up the voter rolls. Florida Fair Elections has a Zoom every week that we learn from. And then I was also canvassing for different candidates that are the Republican Party. I believe there's corruption on both sides. Republicans are less corrupt, so I feel like that was a place that we could infiltrate to get people who are constitutionally based, putting America first, and get those people who are bought by the bureaucracy and been lifelong, representatives that they need to be accountable and maybe leave and put fresh people in there who want to do the right thing. So, you have to find your place. You have to find what works. Everything was trial and error for me. Sometimes it was very frustrating. But I've learned so much, and I saw what happened this election night, this week, or I guess last week, that we had a red wave here. And I know there's still corruption in the Republican Party, but that's huge because our county was very blue. And my city still a little bit probably needs it, but there's a Republican group here now. And we had a rally for the victims of communism here on the beach that was approved of by the city. And, I'm learning, and it might not be as fast as we like. And thank God we had a good governor in place. So the state was a great umbrella for us to work locally because he put a lot of things into place for us to get involved. But now I know why I'm here, because to have this experience of being able to get involved with local citizens who are rising up to do the right thing and stand for freedom and watch us win. And even though we have a long ways to go, the corruption isn't out, even at our local level. But we've just gotten started. And just to have these wins is so powerful. And I see people complaining, but I know in my heart they haven't gone to any local meetings. Have they stood up and done anything? Please don't complain unless you're going to go to a meeting and get involved locally at your level, in your local city, and get involved with the commission meetings, with the mayor, with the school board, see what's going on with your election integrity group or form one. Get involved. Then you can complain that maybe it didn't go your way. But I know that people who are complaining, you're not involved. You're still waiting for someone else to do it. And guess what? That's how we got here. Somebody else will take care of it. You might not have a lot of time. You have to pick your area, scope out everything, meet people, and then scope your area where you can contribute, whether maybe you make a few calls in the evening, or you can do some computer work, or do research, or track things, or maybe go to a meeting once a month. I mean, it doesn't have to be a lot, but find your niche, commit, and do it. Whether you feel like it or not, you have to commit and be consistent. So I'm just really excited. I am so glad that I picked this city, because I got to experience this win, and I know we're just getting started, and I'm so informed now. And I know I have a lot more to learn, but it's so exciting and so empowering to learn all this stuff. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope it inspires you to get involved in your local community. That's how we clean this up. That's how we take our country back. And I think that goes for every country, right? Get involved locally. That's where the power is. Focus on your local issues. That's how we clean up the top. You can't look at it from the top down. It's too overwhelming. Bottom up, local, and start there. So I hope this inspires you to get involved. Thanks for watching.